Apologies for everyone who then thought we were starting at 4:30 today. We are starting at 4 o'clock Central European time, as you can see now. Apologies, Dave's on a plane. I've got a train to catch. It's one of those days. So we're coming on early. Got a glass of wine.
Coming out strong.
Coming out strong. Rodolfo, it's even earlier than usual for you, so I trust you do not have a glass in front of you.
It's 10 a.m. is a bold start, so I thought I'd ease into it a little later today.
Yeah, I was very impressed with Rodolfo's hard work today because we have a 6-hour time difference. And I opened up one of the docs that we've been working on together, and I thought, wow, Rodolfo's up early. So I gave him a call. I called him at 6 a.m. this morning. I'm sure that was much appreciated. And I was very impressed, Rodolfo, that you were, just 6 a.m. laptop open, working on our members' comms.
It sure was. Although I tell you, where my mind went, Dave is traveling today, and I was like, oh no. There was some travel hiccup, and Janice calling to tell me about it, and we're gonna have to scramble I don't know how many things, but fortunately that wasn't the case.
Dave's got a layover in Boston. That would have been fun, but
not so much.
Dave is on a plane, so so it's Rodolfo and I today, which is actually, that's kind of norm lately, right?
We've done it a few times.
We've been crushing the wine Wednesdays. Okay. So without further ado, we have to keep it a little bit short today. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot of really exciting, we have one main theme today, but we have a lot to cover. So 4 weeks, we have been talking about the 250K Cuvée. It's got this one of a kind, I would say life-changing. I
thought you were going to say love child instead.
The 250K has a love child, and you can win it.
Yeah.
It is a life-changing prize connected to it. So we have been talking about the 250K and the Alpha Seller. So the Alpha Seller is the $50,000 investment grade wine portfolio that you can win if you buy a bottle of the 250K Cuvée. What is the 250K Cuvée? If you already don't know about this, or if you don't already know, it is the world's first smart wine. So we released it in sort of we had like exclusive sales windows with all of our partners, Real Vision, Animoca. RedBite didn't have a sales window, but they are one of our partners. And then also Crypto Mondays. So those are all up now, and the wine is actually up for public sale. So the remaining inventory that didn't go in the first sales windows is now up for grabs. All you have to do to buy a bottle of this rare grower champagne, the milestone champagne for when Bitcoin hits 250K, is go to smartwine.ai. You don't need a password anymore, and you can buy a bottle for $150. And it's free global shipping, and the wines will be there in time for the holidays. We are going to ship all the bottles. Sale ends December 1st. We're going to ship all the bottles on December 8th latest, out of France, and it's free global shipping, guys. Really friggin' cool. But today we are talking about the 50K Alpha Seller. So today's the day. We're pulling back the curtain, and we are actually going to reveal there's 111 bottles in the
111 bottles, if I remember correctly. Yes.
You should know you chose them.
I know. Oh, I know. But they're so good. My mind's still spinning.
Well, I hope you haven't been drinking them.
No.
Of course you couldn't, because they're all in custody.
In lockdown.
Yes. Where, Rodolfo?
At Bordeaux City Bond, which is like the Fort Knox of wine.
It is indeed. It is indeed. Wow, this really sounds like a sales pitch. It's I guess it is. But really, this is about the prize. So we want to show, I think it's, maybe let's start with, I don't know. Do we want to start with the reveal? Does that feel are we diving in? I mean, a few people have seen it. Dave published an article and kind of like let the cat out of the bag on Sunday. So,
yes. Plus, if you go to Smartwine AI, you can see a lot about it.
Yeah. If you go to smartwine.ai /50K, you'll land directly on the page where the portfolio is revealed, or you can just go to smartwine.ai and scroll like a normal person.
Just scroll down a little bit. You'll be fine.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull it up here. Hold on a second. But Rodolfo, do you want to start telling us a little bit about how you chose the bottles? Because no pressure. We're already up, I think, 13.9%, the portfolio. I looked earlier. Let me see.
Yeah, I had the truly enviable task. It's a lot of fun when the task is come up with 50K worth of investment grade collectible wine that's and I guess two other parameters. One, relatively recent vintages, so that wherever it lands is, has a window of time over which the wine not only improves but also just appreciates in value. And really the other side of it was truly the appreciation in value again. Like, pick stuff with a bright future. So there you can see Janice sharing her screen. So I grabbed 111 bottles. It's obviously not 111 wines. They're mostly in 3s and 6s, and they're already up from roughly 50K USD to almost to 50.
Okay, it's 11.9% up. Sorry, I thought it was 13.9. It's 11. It's only 11.9% up.
Only 12% up to 56,000 euro in a very short period of time, and it's just a fantastic mix that, frankly, I'm going to see a way if I can win it.
You're not allowed to win it.
I know.
Well, let me. Okay, I have already revealed it for all of those those of you who are not listening to this later, but who are watching this and can see the screen. I have opened it up, and you can now see all of the 11 wines. I think you can see all 11. Yes. I can scroll a little, or you can check it out for yourself. But these are the actual wines that are in the basket. And how do you win it? So you have to buy a bottle of the 250K Cuvée, right?
At least one.
A bottle of the champagne, at least one. Every bottle you buy is a chance to win the 50K wine portfolio. So how it's going to work is, on the day that Bitcoin hits 250K, we are going to all of these bottles, all the smart champagne bottles, are obviously tokenized. That's what we do at dVIN Labs. And so everybody who pops that bottle digitally uncorks their bottle when Bitcoin hits 250K within 24 hours. Every cork that's digitally uncorked within 24 hours is going to be registered on the blockchain, so we can see who opened their bottles. And all of those people, every single bottle counts as one ticket to the raffle. And then we're going to randomly pick one of those people, and that person is going to win the 50K wine portfolio. So it's pretty exciting. It is. I was trying to say earlier when I had my little tongue twister, it is a life-changing prize. You can already see it's up 11.9% today, but these are real wines. This is tokenization of real world assets. You can, decide to have them shipped to you if that's what you want to do, and you can drink them, or you can it's basically like an ETF. You can trade individual bottles. You can fractionalize the collection and trade ETF style. You can borrow against it, like use your cellar as collateral, or again, you can ship it home and drink it. So
it's liquid.
It's liquid. I like that. It's liquid. So yeah. So Rodolfo, how did you choose? Like, which of these wines of all 11? And like Rodolfo said, you can kind of see here, there's some of them are 6-packs, some of them are 3-packs. When I say 6-pack and 3-pack, it sounds like I'm talking about beer. The Canadian comes out when I also when I say out. But yeah, anyways, as you can see, there's not just one of these. These are cases of 6, or packs of 6 and packs of 3. Chateau Cheval Blanc. Oh, that would be one of my top picks in here. Ugh. What would be your top pick in here, Rodolfo?
I don't know. Those Lalas sure look good.
Oh my God.
At the top. That's a rare.
Oh.
Yeah. 3 of each.
The La Landon and the La Mouline. And the La Turque.
Yep, all 3 cuvées. That's Syrah from the northern Rhone, everyone. Côte Rôtie.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you have any like particular stories that you want to kind of run through about the wines here, but yeah, if so, let me know if there's any stories.
I mean, it's just a great mix of uh, white, red, Bordeaux. Uh, uh, there's a touch of New World. There's Rhone. There's it, it's a real mix. It's a little Bordeaux heavy, which I like. A little personal bias there. But really, like when you're talking about age-worthy wine that's collectible and investment grade, there's just some things that fit the bill and some things that don't. And uh, Bordeaux is just one of those things that does. It's highly liquid uh, and uh, has a bright future if you pick the right wines from the right vintages. And I
Yep.
think we did.
You did. This is Rodolfo. This is, we always say, I think I probably say this on, I've probably said this on every Wine Wednesday ever. Rodolfo is our secret weapon. He's like, he finds it all. He finds it all. And I mean, I think the average value for bottles here is 500 and, I looked at that earlier, 516, I think, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. But yeah,
And,
this is,
and no minor thing. I did this uh, with the Bloomberg terminal of wine, as we call it, which is Bacchus AI,
mhm.
uh, our our proprietary AI agent. I simply put together a portfolio, uploaded it into Bacchus AI, then made some minor adjustments for
Yeah.
optimizing it, and I mean, really, it's quite amazing what it was able to do in very little time.
So this is like this is kind of like backwards door into promoting Bacchus AI, but this is actually really cool. Everybody can go and do a free trial of Bacchus AI, and I think it's fun to use this portfolio actually as like a test. So what you can do is you can go on smartwine.ai and scroll down here. You can actually download this portfolio as a CSV and then upload the portfolio into Bacchus AI, and then you can track it. You'll get detailed analytics and drinking recommendations and market insights and all that great stuff, which is pretty cool. It's a good way to test Bacchus AI because there's no tool out there that is anything like Bacchus AI. Like, it doesn't exist. The wine industry has never seen it, never had it. And actually, Dave's on a plane right now. We're doing a little fundraising for Bacchus, but it's fantastic. So why is
And it has
Bacchus?
a free trial, guys, right now.
It has a free
So
trial.
if you
Yeah,
go to dVIN.ai, you
yeah.
can spend 2 weeks playing with it, see how awesome it is.
Yeah. So basically, like before Bacchus, you would be guessing prices. You'd be guessing the authenticity of the wines. You'd be dealing with like major fees and slow trades. Like, settlement takes like 2 weeks when you buy an investment grade wine, usually, and you're paying wild fees. It's just like really old system that has very much needed blockchain for a long time. And well, here we are. So that's what we're all about at dVIN. And yeah, I mean, you used to have to like sell your bottles when you needed liquidity, but you couldn't prove that they were authentic. And it was just like, there was just a lot of like
Friction.
gray area. And so after Bacchus now, or with Bacchus, basically you're going to be able to upload your seller. I mean, we're using this one as an example, like I said, download it on the website, upload it into Bacchus and use it as a test. But in reality, what a lot of people are doing now is they're using Bacchus, of course, to actually do an inventory of their seller, get instant pricing and market data, risk scoring. This is like a tool that will help you borrow against your portfolio instead of selling it. You'll be able to trade and fractionalize your bottles and everything like that. So it is the Bloomberg terminal for wine. And it kind of, like Rodolfo, like you said earlier, it's liquid. This makes
Yeah.
your collection become liquid. It's a data-driven asset instead of something that's just sitting in your basement and gathering dust.
You
Yeah.
can do this all in one place, which if even if you were to get close to what it can do, you'd have to be like on 7 different places at once to grab all the variables and data points that the AI is leveraging.
And you'd
Uh,
have to know, like, this is even, I mean, God, I've been in the wine industry for years, and like, it's so hard to navigate even for industry professionals, unless you're
sure.
really specialized in investment grade wine and buying and selling and trading. Like, it's still such a huge niche. And that's why people pay huge fees. And, that's the industry has kind of kept it that way.
Yeah,
We're talking about fine wine market is worth 300 billion and like 10 billion trades each year. So that's
it's pretty remarkable.
Opportunity here.
Yeah, opportunity to not do it the old Jurassic way. But I mean, again, this is just a fantastic collection. And if you haven't yet purchased your bottle, I mean, I don't know what better potential reward than this there is. And if you've already purchased, purchase more. I mean, that's right? Like, it's like playing the lottery. You're going to want as many possible chances of winning.
Yeah, that's true. There's a max 6 bottles per purchase. But I mean, I don't know that the system really tries to keep you out, does it, Rodolfo?
I think for the very committed, they always find a way.
This is what happens after I drink my first glass of wine on Wine Wednesday.
Spilling everything.
Spilling all the details. Ooh. Now it's empty. All right. Okay. So, like I said, this whole thing, what we've been talking about for weeks, is the 250K Bubbles for Bubbles Cuvée. It's the Bitcoin Cuvée, the world's first smart champagne. It's, body, mind, and soul in a bottle, which basically means that the bottle is the real asset. It's a real physical bottle of rare grower champagne. It's tokenized. So body is the bottle. Mind is the AI. It's tokenized. So body, mind, and soul. Sorry. It has every single bottle basically has its own AI attached to it. So it will introduce itself to you when you actually have the real bottle arrive. You will basically tap it. There's an NFC chip embedded in the label. You'll tap it. It'll introduce itself to you. Every single bottle has its own unique identity, of course. So it'll introduce itself to you by bottle number. Every single bottle is hand numbered. There are only 3,000. So, it'll say, hi, I'm bottle number 247. This is where I've been stored. The idea is that a Smartwine tells you what temperature it's been at, who has had custody of the wine, who has had ownership of the wine. Those two things are now separate with the dVIN protocol. Anything about the winemaker, the wine itself, when was it harvested? What was the weather like? What's the soil type that it comes from? Like anything you want to know. I would like for my champagne bottle to have a French accent. We are still working on that. Not sure if Dave loved my my suggestion there, but I want it to speak English in a French accent. And that's whatever. We're taking requests. We're not, but if you have funny requests, please send them our way, and we may actually build them in.
And don't forget that also the membership incentive for those who open them, quickly when we hit that 250K target.
The golden hour rush. Yeah. So it's not just the 50K seller that is up for grabs. We also have 50 Club dVIN memberships that are going to go out to also whoever. This is actually, they're different, right? So the 50K seller it's a raffle for everyone. Everyone gets entered who opens their bottle within the first 24 hours of Bitcoin hitting the milestone. And then for the golden hour rush, that is the first 50 people to open will get a Club dVIN membership. And that doesn't mean that you don't still get a chance to win the 50K seller. These are two separate things. I have a bit of a whiskey voice today. Do I? Can you hear that? I should be a country singer.
Yeah, I'm not sure today's the only time I've noticed it, but
That's fair. Okay. So anyways, we've got our CTAs. We want everyone to head on over to smartwine.ai. I don't really need to still be sharing screen, I don't. I think that we need to see more of Rodolfo's beautiful face up close. Hi, Rodolfo.
And my library in the background.
Beautiful. Yes.
Isn't it? Wow.
I'm inspired. I'm inspired to read a book. We get into these talks with with Kat more about I don't know how many. We've got a fantastic team member who's at the moment living in Australia, and she reads more books than anyone I know. And every time I talk to her, it's a rabbit hole. So, anyways, I think Kat would very much appreciate your background today, Rodolfo.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. We encourage you all to go over to smartwine.ai, have a look, buy a couple bottles. 6 is the max. And at least it is per purchase. And then every single bottle, keep in mind, as long as you've got that alarm set for when Bitcoin hits 250, this is proof of conviction. This is all about Raoul Paul's thesis. We partnered with Real Vision and Raoul for this. So we believe when Bitcoin hits 250K, just remember to have your timer on, open those bottles. Every bottle you have is another chance to win the 50K seller. So yeah. And also remember, download the portfolio, test out Bacchus, see how cool it is. This is this is like a real functioning asset class now, guys. It wasn't
The real deal.
Yeah. It's not all about getting drunk anymore. It's a real performing asset class now. Imagine. Okay. I feel like this was real pitchy.
It was a little bit.
Okay.
But
go do the thing. Buy the wine. I'm gonna have. You know what? I'm gonna have a glass of wine.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Franciacorta from Bella Vista.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know them. I know them well.
Do you?
Yeah, I've been there.
Have you? I was there in 2021. It was pretty good. It's beautiful. I was at Lake Iseo. Have you been there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You had to have been. You had to have been. Which producers did you visit? Do you remember? Belucci or Bellucci, or is it?
Yep. Berlucci.
Berlucci. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think Pizzini.
Barone Pizzini. I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was there too. I didn't actually visit Bella Vista, but Bella Vista is everywhere in Dusseldorf. Like every
They're
Italian
huge.
restaurant.
They're really big.
Yeah. We get a lot of that. But anyway, what are you going to drink later since you never drink on our Wine Wednesdays?
I have a lovely Verdejo in the fridge, which I may open on a Wednesday night. Wine Wednesday.
Yeah.
Verdejo is from northwestern Spain mostly, and it's just a lovely dry white with a sort of a Sauvignon Blanc like personality a little bit.
Nice.
Not quite as aromatic.
Well, Franciacorta, for those of you who don't know, since I just blabbered on about it and didn't tell you anything useful, is basically, it's kind of, I would say it's a competitor to champagne. It's traditional method. It's in Italy, though. Lombardy. Fantastic wines, traditional method. And I don't know. I think it's under the radar still, I would say. A lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people don't know about it. So go check out Franciacorta. And look at that. 2 minutes until time. And I mean, actually, I think a lot of people are expecting us to start in 2 minutes. Sorry, guys.
Well, it's when we record this.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, next week we're going to be talking about Smartwine again, but we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about shipping and why it's so impressive and cool that we're doing free global shipping. Because, guys, that's actually a big deal. We ship globally, and it's wine. So we're going to get into that. And yeah, we really look forward to seeing you there. And anyone who has already bought your Smart Champagne, very good. We don't know how much longer it's going to last, but yes, we will be shipping out all bottles in time for the holidays globally. So like I said, sale is going to end on December 1st latest. And then Rodolfo and Dave and I are going to go meet up in France and do all of the logistical work. It's going to remind me of old times, old Singapore times, Breakpoint.
Indeed. It's been too long.
Yeah. And speaking of Breakpoint, anyone who's heading over to Breakpoint in Abu Dhabi this year, DM me. I'm trying to decide if I'm going. I think I probably will. So let me know who's going to be in town, and let's have a glass of wine. I promise I won't ramble as much. I don't promise that. I will ramble. So looking forward to that. Cool. Awesome. All right, Rodolfo, thank you very much for being flexible. And I'm sorry for calling you at 6 a.m. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. I think that's a wrap for today. I'm going to finish my glass of wine and go. I'm going to go see Mumford and Sons tonight. Mumford and Sons in Cologne. It's going to be great.
Super cool.
Great. Cool. Thanks, Rodolfo. Rod.
Thanks, Jana.
Bye, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye, everyone.